Hey Tribe and YouTube fam, welcome back. I'm Chad, by the way, just in case you're new here. Welcome to Live Life in Your Terms. And in this video, I'm going to share a success story with you. But this story I want to share with you is just a snippet. This video might not take that long, but it's really a story of why you have to remain in the fire. Okay, why you don't give up, you don't give in. No matter what you want in life, no matter we're talking about manifesting, you want your dream house, your dream car. You want your dream career. You want your dream job. You want to be an entrepreneur. Okay. And why you have to remain in the fire. And what I mean by remaining in the fire, I've done many videos on this on the tribe side, on the membership side. So if you're a member, get on the member side so you can check out those videos. But what I mean by remaining in the fire in a nutshell is you're in your gunk phase. It's a gunk phase you got to go through to live life in your terms, baby. There's a gunk phase you got to go through to call the shots to live your dream life. Okay, maybe most of the time when we're talking about manifesting, it's breaking this old you, it's breaking this old identity, and you're finally becoming this most successful version of you. But you got to remain in the fire. You got to remain in there until you shed this old self. Okay, there's many ways to talk about this, but I don't want to go on about remaining in the fire. I want to talk about something special here. And this is the success story. And it's from a person that I don't know her. Okay. Her name is Gretchen Wilson, and she's a country singer. I think she's been around, I want to say at least a good 15 years. I might be wrong about that. But I came across some of her songs, and I won't do a screen share here just to keep the copyright issues down, stuff like that. So, but that's not the point. It's a story. I will in the description share her song, a couple songs with you so you can check out. I like them. But I discovered her just because of these bad boys, because lots of times when I work, I put my ear canceling headphones on. Sometimes I listen to music while I work, depending upon what I'm doing. And her song happened to pop on YouTube. And her song is Redneck Woman. Okay. And to me, it's a badass song. I really love it. It's about 14 years old, something like that, I believe. As far as what it says on YouTube, it could be a little bit older. I'm not too sure. But that's really not the point. What I really want to share with you is I saw a little short video of her, and, she's explaining how when her song came out, her breakthrough song was the Redneck Woman. As this breakthrough song coming out, it's actually playing on the radio. And as it's playing on the radio, her car is getting repossessed at the same time. You understand? Isn't that like an oxymoron? She's a singer, country singer. Okay. She has a breakthrough song come out. It just hit. It's just playing. It's playing all over the place. And at the same time, she's dead broke. At the same time, she's getting her car repossessed. Okay. And she tells this story. She's like, it's literally playing on the radio as the guy's hooking up her car to be towed away. And, I don't know her whole story, but when I listened to that, I was, I just wanted to share that with you, because we look at these successful people. We look at these multimillionaires. We look at the Elon Musk. We look at the Ed Milet's. We look at these ultra successful. And no matter who you look up to, listen to this. I've been in the game for a long time. I mean, I've been in the game, really since I was 15 years old. Okay. And, I've been in a business game since I was in my mid 20s. And when I started hanging out with really successful people, and my mentors were millionaires, and I just didn't study them. I didn't read a book about it. Okay. I actually, became their friends because they mentored me. Okay. They were multimillionaires. I also read books about it. I also worked in the entertainment industry where you're hanging around with celebrities. And if you get a chance to kind of talk to them, or their personal story, what I started finding was, like, almost all of them, unless they were just brought up in riches, unless their family was rich and they were brought up into it. Okay, there's a little disclaimer there. But if they just started from ground up, nobody helped them. Okay, their family weren't rich, could invest into their career. They all shared, listen to this, they all shared the same flipping story. And yes, it was different for each one, but there was a common ground I started seeing. And that common ground was they remained in the fire. They didn't quit. They didn't give up. They didn't lose sight. Even Gretchen Wilson, she could have gave up. She could have gave up singing. Literally. I mean, she couldn't pay her bills. Her car is being repossessed. For a normal person, they would have just gave up, didn't film the video, didn't do the song because they needed to get a job to pay the bills. For a normal person would have done that. And that would have shattered their dreams, and they would have lived with regret most of their lives. But not Gretchen. She stayed. She remained in the fire. She was dead broke. And this is what I want to share with you. I don't know why, okay? Before you hit your breakthrough, it's almost like, how much can you take? Okay. I mean, this is why the wealthy are wealthy, the rich are rich, the rich are rich, not the rich are witches. Okay. Okay. This is why successful people are successful, because they went through a major gunk in their life that most people would have threw in a towel. Most people would have ran back to their comfort zone. They remained in the fire. They remained in the fire. They withstood the heat. They withstood all the burns. When I say you're in the fire, your whole body's on flipping fire. They withstood it. They drew a line in the sand and said, I am not moving until I get what I want. Okay. It's not phasing me until they pretty much walk through the fire. On the other side of your fire is your dream life. Okay. But if it was easy, everybody would do it. You understand? Like, we talk about this in many different ways, many different arenas. And sometimes we talk about, we have a fear barrier. Once you come up to your fear barrier, what you're scared to do, you run back to your comfort zone. Okay. The life you complain about is your comfort zone. What you want, your dream life, whatever that is for you, is on the other side of your comfort zone. Okay. Is on the other side of this fear barrier. And I don't want this video to go on and on and on. I think I made my point. But what I really wanted to point out is all the ultra successful, they had a point in their life they could have majorly gave up. And this is why I always tell you, and even for myself, when I have this immense feeling of giving up, throwing in the towel, you're standing right next to your dream life. You're standing right next to what you want. You're standing right next to living life exactly on your terms, no matter what it is. If it's a career, you want to be an entrepreneur, you want to be a singer, you want to be an actor, an actress. If you want your dream house, your dream car, it doesn't matter what you want, but it's about sticking to it, drawing a line in the sand. But other than that, friends and YouTube fam, I will stick in the description, like I said, a couple of her songs that I kind of like for you to check out. But as we wrap this up, remember, remain in the fire. Don't give up. Bottom line. And it is so true. Okay. No matter how many people I know that are multi-millionaires, are really successful in what they do. They live life on their terms. No matter how you want to put it, even if in a manifesting world, is they all remained in the fire. They all went through some type of gunk. And that gunk phase is where most people quit and give up. But for whatever reason, they stayed in it. Either they just have that obsession to stay in it. Either they drew that line in the sand. Either they basically said, this is all I know how to do. I don't know how to do anything else. And they just stayed in it. No matter why they stayed in it, they stayed in it. And they drew that line in the sand. They were willing to risk everything in order to live life on their terms. Okay, that's what you have to understand. And almost literally every single person I come across, I study, I'm friends with, they're a mentor, has an exact story just like Gretchen. Okay. But I just want to share that with you because I was just sitting here and I was listening to it, and so many people give up. So many people throw in a towel. And if you knew how close you were to your dream life, you wouldn't give up. If you knew that when you have this immense feeling of giving up, like if your dream life was this bottle, it's this close to you. If you could see it in your 3D world, it's this close to you and you wouldn't throw in the towel. It's this close to you. You wouldn't give up, would you? Okay. The thing is, it's invisible. You can't see it. The thing is, you get blind to it. Okay. You get blind because you get too caught up into the emotions of your 3D world. You get too caught up into, I don't see it happening. All this bad stuff is coming to me. Okay. It's almost like, how much can you endure until your breakthrough finally happens? Makes sense? But this is what I tell myself, and I don't know if I shared it. This is what I tell myself. Every time I feel like giving up, throwing in a towel, I tell myself, my dream life is this close to me. And it really is. It really is, my friends. Most of the time, when you just endure just a little bit more, you don't throw in the towel, that's when a breakthrough happens. Okay, this is a sparkling water, by the way. It's a Thailand brand. It's called Singha, but it's a soda water. But I just want to share that with you. Stay in the game. Don't give up. When the going gets tough, draw that line in the sand, baby. Bottom line. And know it's this close to you, baby. It's this close to you. I can promise you that. Okay. But other than that, YouTube fam, tribe, just want to share that with you. Remember, the videos in the description, all the nuggets is in the description as well. So check that out as well. Other than that, remember, I love you guys, and I'll see you in the next video.